did you feel when you won your first medal?
My first ever medal in 2012, when I first started competing as a swimmer for the team, I felt, oh my goodness. I never thought that was maybe my first year to get my first ever medal. I thought, crikey, is that really how this is going to happen? I did not know this is going to happen. The moment I got up there, getting emotional, reading the anthem, singing it to myself, I thought, Mum, Dad, I've done this.
Actually, Caroline won her first European medal in Paris, and that was her first competition, her first international competition. So we had no expectation at all that she would win. It was just experience, really, and to see her win was really quite something.
Yeah. I felt the same way about myself as well.
So behind every success story, there's always a very proud mum. How did you help Caroline achieve her goal?
I spent a lot of time sitting beside a swimming pool, so there's been that, lots of travelling to various different events, various different camps, making sure she's got the right kit, making sure she's eating right. I have to say a lot of our week is designed around what Caroline is doing. Luckily, growing up, her twin sister swam as well, so at least it meant two of them were occupied.
That's true.
Yes, and in fact her sister went on to become a swimming coach. But in general terms, it kind of manages itself now because we're into the groove of it, so it's all, we know what day of the week it is, we know what time we're eating supper because we know what time Caroline's swimming.
Yeah.
What support was available in Somerset for Caroline?
There's no funding at all for Down syndrome team. In fact, I think there's very little funding for any kind of disability swimming, certainly not in Somerset. So a lot of it is funding by ourselves, so we do fundraising. We've done various different things at the local pub, haven't we? The quiz, and I've done cake bake sales when I was at work and all that sort of stuff. So the support is actually mostly family and the team.
What changes would you like to see in terms of provision in Somerset?
Just mainly getting more funding, really, for the team.
There's no no disability competitions or clubs in Somerset that I know of. Not competitive. There are some smaller disability clubs, but they're not particularly competitive. So bearing in mind the mental health profile that there is currently, and that there is a great link between sport and mental health, I would have thought this would be the ideal time for people to be looking and saying, we need to fund more sports, not just swimming, all sports, because everybody's different and they would like lots of things.
I mean, sports would be like, hockey, gymnastics, or anything like that.
Gymnastics as a little one, didn't you?
Yeah, but that is one other sports we need to be funded as well.
So what about, because obviously we all went through it during the pandemic, it was a very difficult time. How did you cope, Caroline, in terms of support? Was it your family, or were there other sort of groups that you joined during the pandemic to offer that sort of socialisation?
Well, of course my family, help us through it all together. And, stay positive, it'll be good, stand strong, we can do this. But, I also, luckily, I got people that I swim with through masters or the team that I swim with for the DB. They helped me through it as well.
And how did they help you, Caroline? Were you still in contact with them during that time?
Doing Zoom, mainly. Sometimes WhatsApps. So, yeah.
Brilliant.
You did quizzes, didn't you, and cooking online with the team, the swimming team?
Yeah, we did pizzas, cupcakes, all sorts.
Yes.
And Mum, were you grateful that Caroline had that support?
Yes, because everybody needs a bit of structure during the week, at any time, and so actually to know that Friday evening there was going to be a Zoom and the team were going to be there and they could all have a laugh and a joke and say, how are you doing? And then the team manager would organise some events.
Yeah, and the team manager is called Neil Lacey.
Neil, yes.
From Isle of Wight.
Yes, and so every week was different. So it was brilliant, actually, very good.
So what's next for you, Caroline?
Hopefully be a major thing for everyone in the whole world, but also mainly for myself. I just want to be a person that people actually look down, really, to see that this is an inspirational person for swimming, and not just for swimming, but in life.
The Down syndrome GB swimming team are hosting a championships in November this year to try and broaden the appeal to everybody to get into swimming. So anybody who can swim 25 metres is eligible to try out for the team. There is a website that I can let you have, but if people want to just Google Down syndrome GB swimming team, they will find all sorts of information about it.
It'll be on Twitter, Facebook, you name it.
Yes.
Fantastic. So if there's some more swimmers out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you ever so much.